During a season of America's Best Dance Crew, there would be instances when two or more crews perform a dance routine. Even though it's a competition show, you see that kind of stuff. I don't know about anyone else, but only a handful of this kind of routines I came to like. And it has to do with the different ways that the dance crews were grouped. So this is another aspect of the show that honestly should be looked at. In the first 5 seasons, all the eliminated crews are reinvited to dance one last time alongside the final two crews during a season finale. And it was a couple of crews at a time with a routine. I don't get why they do that, but I managed to sit through some of them. In the first, second, and fifth seasons, the crews were grouped according to which region of the country each crew represented and auditioned. And it is such routines that made enough sense to me as I watched all of those. Do you mind if I tell you that my favorite of which is the one with Fem 5 and Break Skate? In the third and fourth seasons, however, seeing that the majority of the crews are from the West region, while there are some crews here and there from the East and South regions, consequentially something different was done. Each of the judges decide which of the crews are to be involved in the same routine. It didn't work for me with regards to the third season, but I guess I did a little better with the fourth season. It would have worked out a bit better if all the judges were involved deciding which crews to group. In the case of the dance crews returning for a season finale, when a dance crew is eliminated, it's supposed to mean that that group can't be seen on the stage ever again. I don't know any easier way to phrase that. And yet, all the eliminated crews were brought back for the final week. It's like they weren't eliminated entirely. Pretty unthinkable in retrospect that one can't help but wonder if there was no other way to stretch the 60-minute running time while saving the final results for last. Moreover, there certainly are features considered appropriate to implement to make a season finale just right for the show. But that's a topic for another video. On the other hand, it can be good enough to look at depending on how the groups are put together, and in the sense that the eliminated crews are being given an opportunity to put on their own show, with the finalist crews, of course. It's just that it's more like something you ought to see in the first week of said season. But then it gets weirder in the 6th and 7th seasons. Those seasons each had 10 crews competing, and as viewers are introduced to 5 crews per episode, an episode starts with those 5 crews performing a routine, which I can't see its significance for the show. But during the 7th season, on the week of 6 crews left and onward, all remaining crews perform a routine at the start of a weekly episode. I deem that totally unnecessary, especially because it means that the crews are prompted to rehearse for 2 routines every week, which must have made things more hectic for them when you think about it. Sure, something different would be had every week, but it doesn't need anything extra as that. The season finale of that season involved the final two crews each performing with another dance crew who won a prior season. I think that's not needed either. It doesn't sound right either, does it? I don't know why they ever wanted to include it. Recalling the weeks when there would be a particular performance involving the four groups left, in consideration that it makes up for the less time because of less crews, I think something can be done for just that. My best idea for this is to have other people perform, and it is pre-recorded. That way, it would be easier for them to come off the stage and the four groups to come on. And the performance takes place before the show's intro. But the kind of multi-crew routine which makes the most sense, and it always makes that much sense, is when the stage is shared by the two finalist crews. And I'm glad enough that that was seen in all the 7 seasons. I just think it should happen just before the final break, before the final results. Unlike having it in as the first routine of the finale, which happened in the second, sixth, and seventh seasons. In America's Best Dance Crew, as one dance crew at a time was seen taking the stage, there were times when two or more crews are involved in a performance. Regardless of how much it works, that doesn't mean it's completely worth seeing on the show. Sure enough, there are those that work and those that don't as much. And concerning the latter, I'm certain enough that not everyone would have taken each one of those likewise. But the kind which involves the final two crews is what everyone can be on the same page with. So for what the show should be and what it should mean to do, a number of crews dancing on stage at the same time might not be for the best for the show, except for with the final two crews. There could still be a routine to start an episode with four groups remaining, but there should be other people for that. And there could even be the option to bring back all the eliminated crews to have them put in multi-crew groups and put on their own show. But it should be without the finalist crews and after a tournament is concluded. And that's how I see it working. And done with what I could say, I turn it to you. What do you think of multiple dance crews performing at a time? Did you enjoy any of them? Do you think it deserves to be on the show? If you do, what do you think is the best way to handle it? Type down your comment, and thanks for watching.